All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are chiming in from around the world. Welcome to our CEO Web Show. I am your hostess this evening, marketing director, new marketing director. I'm getting used to saying that, Janice Parker, and we have some exciting information that we're going to share with you. So on tonight, you're going to learn a few things. On tonight, you're going to learn a few things, and a couple of those things are who we are as a company, you know, what it is that we actually market, but more importantly, the serious income that is available to you should we be able to join forces together on tonight. So I would suggest, if you haven't had an opportunity to do so, grab a pen and paper, because the information that you're about to see is going to be phenomenal, and you're going to have questions. You want to make sure you get your questions answered. Now, some of them will be answered throughout the presentation, but certainly we want to hear from you after this presentation and make sure that you did get your questions answered so we can talk about what's next for you. So who am I? Well, my name is Janice Elisa Parker. I hail from Suffolk, Virginia. I am just a typical country girl that was told to go to school, get a good education, and get a good job. I did that, family, and I left college to come home and take care of my mom when she was first laid off. This is the first time that I realized what a job could do to you. And then I had a career as a ship fitter and shipbuilder, and had to leave that career. And then I went into insurance sales and didn't do too bad, hit the $1 million round table, but found my niche in the automobile dealership industry. And that's what a partner of mine, we actually joined forces. He had been in business for 7 years at that time. We were in business for 11 years together, and we were very, very successful until the recession. And unfortunately, after the recession and our bank filing bankruptcy, and us, being forced out of business, right after that, kind of fell on hard times, family. So when I saw this opportunity, when somebody invited me to see the opportunity, like they just invited you to see the information, I remember being a little bit skeptical, but what I realized was being skeptical and trying to rebound could not go hand in hand. Well, family, I will tell you what, with mentors who have grabbed me by the hand and walked me step by step through the process, in my first 6 months, I hit the $50,000 bonus that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes. Inside of my first year, I earned this ring, and this ring is just indicative that you've earned anywhere from $100,000 to $250,000 in a calendar year. And now I've gone on to become a marketing director in this company. So I tell you that to say this: the company that you're going to hear about today, their whole goal is to help 10,000 families be financially independent. But how do you become financially independent in an era where people are working till they're 65 and 70 years old and then having to get a part-time job even to make their ends meet? Well, this particular company has put together a compensation plan that will allow you, if you want to retire earlier, just supplement your retirement. If you want to put a child through private school, or whatever it is that you want to do, create serious residual income that allows you to live the life that you deserve, because abundance is your birthright and the harvest is plenty. So in order to do so, you've got to know something that the wealthy know. You have to know what the people know who do put their children in private school, who do retire in financial dignity. Well, I'm going to share that information with you right now. This is going to be an opportunity for you to understand what you may not have understood in the past, but tonight is going to become very clear to you. In order to win, you have to participate in something we call leverage. It's no different than what Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, has done in duplicating himself. What we're going to do is we're going to look at what the wealthy knows. So let's dive into this information. And let's just make sure that our website is wanting to go, because leverage is the key thing to making sure that you can actually take full advantage of that kind of income. So let's load our website again. It may have sat too long, guys, because I was making sure that you had something that you could watch while we're getting ready for our 9 o'clock web show. Now let's pull up the whole story, and we are looking for that video. Here she comes. All right. We love it when a plan comes together. Let's look at what we call the whole story. And the first, so here we are. Maybe it's down here. Here we go. All right. It looks like she's loading. Looks like she's loaded. I'm going to have to edit my video if it takes much longer. All right. Looks like we have it. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. All right, so it doesn't want to cooperate with me. That's very interesting. Bear with me one quick second. We're going to have this video loaded in just 1 second. I'm not sure what she's doing. You know what? But if not, we're going to skip her. We are going to skip her, and I will explain it to you in the process. Okay, it's not wanting to. It's not wanting to be nice to me tonight. I do not understand that, but we'll talk to our technical department and find out what's going on. So let's dive into what we do, who we are, and what kind of income you actually can learn. We're going to get our slideshow presentation pulled up here tonight, and we are ready to dive in. Now, what we're going to talk about, family, we're going to talk about travel and vacation. So the first thing that I'm going to share with you is our product. What is the product that we actually market? Well, the product that we actually market is travel. Now, why do we market travel? It is simply, very simply, because everybody is already traveling. See, in this particular instance on tonight, when I share with you the compensation, you're going to understand that it matters about the product, but it doesn't matter about the product. The product is phenomenal, and I'm going to share that with you. But when I get to that compensation plan, I really want to make sure that you're taking very, very good notes. So let's dive in. 8 and 7 nights. Now, I am fresh back from Punta Cana. Where would you go? Now, what was wonderful about Punta Cana is that it was an all-expense paid trip by the company, but where would you go? Well, the thing that I was talking to a young man earlier today by the name of Gerard, and he's been referred by a young man by the name of Ernest on our team, and he was saying, I cannot believe the savings that Ernest is getting and the points that he's gotten on his trips. See, Ernest uses his membership very, very often because of these bullets right here. I mean, the fact that you can book anytime you get ready. He and his wife are all over the countryside. They're taking cruises with their friends, and they know they've got the best price, and because of that 150% price match guarantee, they're excited to book as much as they can. Well, family, you're going to have access to the same thing. See, when you partner with us tonight, you're going to have a membership that allows you 500% more inventory than any other website. Now, we're talking about 150% price match. Lowest price difference guarantee on hotels and cruises and rental cars and resorts. Not to mention, family, cash back on cruises. And I will bet you that our champion Ernest can tell you more about that. But if you look over here to the right, you've seen this platform before. You've seen an opportunity where you can put in where you're going, when you're checking in, when you're checking out, press search. Well, now what's going to happen is going to be something a little bit different than what you're used to. So the question is, what are you used to? Well, you're used to going to Expedia, Priceline, Travelocity, or Go to Hotwire and typing in that very same information. But what you've probably noticed is that the prices are always the same. Like the prices have a very small band of difference. Well, now you're going to have access to wholesale travel. In other words, if you were to take this wonderful vacation to Disney, you would not pay the bigger price. The bigger price is what we call our retail price. You would have an opportunity to pay the smaller price, which we call our wholesale price, meaning you would leave $943 right there in your pocket. How about a trip overseas for 2 adults, all inclusive, right there in Rome? Now the question is, would you want to pay the bigger price? The exact same thing. You're getting the exact same. The same hotel, same check-in date, same departure date, same size room, but you're going to keep $812 right there in your pocket. How about this particular trip? Now, I've never thought about skiing. It has never been on the top of my list. But you know what? I would love to experience it, especially when 2 couples can pay $150 a piece and spend 7 days and 6 nights out in Colorado, because with their membership, as opposed to paying $1,000, they're going to pay $299. Now, this location, I don't even have to tell you what this location is. Everybody that looks at this says, I already know what the location is. And yes, it is Vegas, and with everything to do in Vegas. We're talking Celine Dion, Cirque du Soleil, Mariah Carey, the Ferris wheel, the Air, with your $927 in Expedia or your $927 left. I dare say we'd rather have it where? On our bank card. Now, this family is my favorite. This is my dream vacation, okay? Bora Bora, right down there in the South Pacific, right? 8 days and 7 nights. So I want to picture that you're checking into this particular, they have the over the water bungalows, right? Somebody over to your left is checking in on the same date, on the same date, and paid $6,708. Somebody over to your right checks in on the exact same day, checking out on the exact same day, and they too spent taxes. But look at your price as one of our private members. Look at what your savings are as one. That if you're going to take a dream vacation like this to have as much money left in your bank account as is possible. Well, what about my cruisers? My cruisers love the fact that you can try. I mean, let me tell you, you can go there, and of course you got everything at your fingertips: the food, the fun, the dancing, the shows, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, non-stop. Well, family, we offer cruises as well, and look at some of our starting prices. Now, does it make sense for you if you're going to cruise more often because you pay less through your membership? Of course it does. And let me tell you something, even with rental cars, I was just recently renting a car. What I love about the platform is it's the same companies that you're used to renting from. Hertz, Avis, Alamo, National Budget, the same hotels you're used to booking, whether it's a Westin or whether it's a Marriott, it doesn't matter. Everything's the same. So Coach JP, can you put it into a little bit more perspective for me so it makes sense? I sure will. I want you to think about Sam's Club, Costco, or any wholesale buying club. You can buy the same paper towels, you can buy the same Cheerios from Walmart or Kroger or Publix, but you're going to pay less in a wholesale buying club. But it's no different here. See, you can buy the same hotels, you can rent the same cars, you can go to the same resorts, and of course you can do it with one of those public sites online. But with a wholesale buying club, you're going to do it for less. I want you to say there's an app for that, because there is an app for that. Listen, I love the fact that it's right there at your fingertips. But what's even more fun, and something that Ernest, the young man I was telling you about earlier, is taking full advantage of, is something we call this vacation vault. Now, what is that? Well, what I love about our platform is something called double dipping. What that means is, while you'll still get reward credits from Westin and Hilton and Marriott, and while you still get reward credits from Southwest and United and whatever airline you fly, you'll also get them inside your membership. So if you book a hotel, those reward credits go in there. Your cruise reward credits, your car rental reward credits, your flights, your resort stay, all your reward credits bank up in one place. Well, let me tell you why that's amazing. Because we had a young man on our team by the name of Sean. Sean and his fiance took a cruise last year. Well, they earned enough reward credits so that this year when they took the cruise, her fare was free. But he said to me, Aunt Janice, next year when we take the cruise, he said, not only will her fare be free, but I have enough reward credits in my vacation vault that mine will be free as well. Now, we have an amazing membership. But guess what? We're not the only game in town. As a matter of fact, one of the pioneers to club memberships or travel membership happens to be American Express. You guys have heard them say membership has its privileges. Well, they own a company called Inspirato. Now, I know you're looking at those figures. They are not ours. This is what they will charge you if you want to be part of their membership platform. $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000 is graded based on the platform that you choose, and $3,400 on an annual basis to maintain your membership. Well, you know what? That made no sense to us, but let me ask you if this makes sense. Does it make sense for you to be able to go where you want, when you want, with whom you want? Does it make sense for you to be like Tanisha, who's booked vacation travel, she's booked business travel, she's booked her company travel for her job, and she has saved over $7,500 in just over 12 months with her membership? Does it make sense that you can have an opportunity to do that? Of course it does. And listen, let me tell you what makes even more sense is that this is a one-time price of not $10,000, not $20,000, not $30,000. That makes no sense. A one-time initial price, but this entire membership for $299, and then $63 per month. But one of the things that I will tell you about Tanisha, see, Tanisha and I, we sat down and we shared this information with some people that she knew. And the company says, listen, if you have travel buddies, because most of us don't travel alone, if you have travel buddies and 3 of them like the platform like you do, guess what? They purchase their membership. Because you have 3, the company stops charging you the monthly subscription. So Tanisha does not pay $59.95 per month plus the processing fee. Now you may ask the question, but can she still travel at a discount? And the answer is yes. Can you imagine? And wouldn't it make sense for you to be able to travel like you want to, as often as you want to, and there is no monthly subscription cost? But wait, there's more. Now, see, there are infinite possibilities with our platinum. For a one-time upgrade fee, hear me, a one-time upgrade fee of $200, you can own what we call the ultimate platinum membership. And anytime there's a word platinum, you've got to know that it is amazing. See, you're still going to have your surge membership. For 4 people, think about that. That membership, 4 adults can travel on that membership. How amazing is that? But there's also an opportunity for you to be a travel agent. Full-blown, got the certifications, get paid to book travel agent. Then the company offers another business platform where you can operate like Expedia, to some extent, and actually earn money when friends and family of yours travel and save on their travel. And there's a risk-free guarantee. See, the company knows that our stuff is so good that they offer a risk-free guarantee. So let's look at the unlimited customer possibilities. What does that mean? Well, when you're a platinum, or if you choose to just buy the Vortex standalone, you have a link that is going to be your link. It has never been assigned to anybody else. The URL will never be assigned to anybody else. It is your own personal, and we call it Vortex link. Well, on the link, your friends and family can sign up for most people's favorite word. They get to sign up for free, meaning it's kind of like when my girlfriend works at Macy's or works at Neiman Marcus. I can get a friends and family discount. Not as good as her discount, but I can get a little bit of a discount. Well, it works the same way here. You're able to share this with unlimited family and friends, or even strangers. And guess what? Whenever they book travel, whatever they save, you get 60% of that. I'm going to show you how that works in just a second, but it's a simple system. The company says, we are willing to back your efforts. If you hand your link out and have 10 people sign up on your link, not book travel, just sign up on your link every single month and listen to some training. Well, Coach JP, what's the training about? You don't know how to run this kind of business. So we're going to teach you how to do that. If for any reason after a year you say, I'm not happy, the company gives you your money back. So Coach JP, all I have to do is try? Yeah, all you have to do is try. This is what your Vortex looked like. And let me give you kind of an example. Since us girls, we get our hair done, we sit inside the salon, we kind of listen to what other people are talking about. Maybe you overhear somebody saying they want to take their children to Orlando, and you hand her this link and say, listen, hey, check it out. You may save some money. If you do, let me know the next time you're here, but have at it. She looks and signs up for free. Then she pulls up Orlando, and the one place that she wants to stay, she notices, oh my God, I could save $511. But most people are from Missouri. What's that? The Show Me State. So she pulls it up on one of those highly advertised sites that we mentioned earlier, and she realizes, yes, I can actually save money inside this platform. She books it. She saves $511. You get a check for $306. I'm going to say that one more time. She pulled it up on your site. She saw that she could save $511. She verified on a public site. She saw that she could save $511, but then she booked it through you. And when she booked it, guess what? She saved $511. You receive a check for $306, 60% of what she saved. But it doesn't stop there. See, back in November, I began working with a young lady out in the I guess it's like the St. Louis, Illinois market. And one of the things out there are lots and lots of fundraisers. And there's a need by churches, organizations, youth groups, to raise extra money, alumni associations, nonprofit organizations, some that we love. So we began to say, if there is this 60%, that you can be paid on your own sharing of travel, what would happen if the nonprofit did it? So we put together some numbers. We call this out the ultimate fundraiser. We said, what if we had a ministry of 1,500 members, an association of 10,000, nonprofit of 80? You kind of get the point. But we didn't say, what if everybody travel. We said, what if only 20% of your member base travel? What if you're a real estate agent, right? What if you're a real estate agent, you're a minister, you own a small business? This is just anybody in your member base, right? Well, in this example, if they only save $50, not $511, not $411, not $3, $2, or $111, they only save $50. I mean, think about it. What is our congregation about to do this summer? We're about to travel, where we can show you how to introduce this platform to your base. They sign up for free, they book and save on their travel, but look at the money that your organization can raise just by getting back 60% of what they save. See, travel is already huge. The money is being made. We're showing people how to redirect those funds back into their organizations, their ministries, their charities, their nonprofits by using something that people are going to do anyway. That's our product. So I kind of zip through the product because I really want to dive into the compensation. I really want you to understand, as a person who is rebounding from the loss of a business and being forced to move home, you can take this platform and you can really soar and earn extra income. So let's dive into that. See, but grandmother used to say, baby, if it makes sense, it can make dollars. So let me ask you a question. If travel and vacation is something that everybody wants to do, does it make sense to make that your business? Well, according to Warren Buffett, it does. See, one of the things that I love about him, especially that he is like the financial advisor to LeBron James, but outside of that, is that he talks with common sense. To increase your wealth, you must what? Start a business. But it cannot just be any kind of business. I know, for one, when I was trying to reestablish myself, I'm thinking, what in the world can I start? What can I invent? What can I create to earn a six-figure income working from home? Well, guys, it's not something you've got to create. You've just got to do what he said. He said, look, things you like to do, you make them a hobby of yours. But things that the world does, understand, he says that the world does. Make it a business of yours. Well, family, we already know that the world is doing what, family? The world is traveling. So we decided to make that our business. Now, why this company? Well, the founder of the company, Pastor J. Lloyd Tomer, his son Scott Tomer, and the president of the company, Christopher Coakley, these founders actually put their heads together and came up with a platform that benefits the masses of the people, that actually changes people's lives. See, they're already responsible for over $3 billion in travel sales. See, this is not something where we hope to book travel. We know what we're doing, right? We've already saved members over $66 million. You're going to see that when you get your platform. Not to mention, look at what we pay out. $1,000 bonuses. Already paid 40,000 of those. $10,000 bonuses. I do mean 10,000. $10,000 bonuses. My girlfriend, Letitia Nicole Beatty, 5 of those. Myself, 4 of those. Tashana Richardson, Latasha Watt Richardson, Williams, 3 of those. There are people that are earning these all the time. And family, my mentor, $1 million earner in this company. Several of my friends, $1 million earners in this company. Why? Because family, travel is already huge. Travel in 2017 did 8.1 trillion. That's 12 zeros. $8.1 trillion in actual business. We're going to be up on here together for about 35, 40 minutes, less than an hour. Travel will do over $867 million in one 60-minute period. So there's no question it's the best product. But now let's dive into this compensation plan. See, recently I was talking to a young lady, and she says to me, she looked at the presentation just like you're doing, and she said, well, you know what, Miss Parker, I just need to make an extra $400, $500, or $600. I'm just trying to make my ends do what? Y'all know what we try to do, make our ends meet. And so she said, but my problem is I have a senior about to go to college. I have a junior about to be a senior. I have a freshman, of course, about to be a sophomore. And she says, and I have a 6th grader. She says, I already work full time. I'm raising the children by myself. And what I don't have is a lot of time. And I'm afraid of going to work for somebody else 5, 6 hours a night and leaving them at home even more at this age. And I said to her, it makes perfect sense. But I said, if you want to earn that extra income, would it be great if there was a way for you to be in business for yourself, a way for you to get paid even when you didn't physically put in the work, and a way for you to create multiple streams of income and work it around your schedule? Meaning if you can't do it in the evening on Monday through Friday, you can work Saturday and Sunday. It's flexible, a way for you not to have employees with your business, but be able to empower others. And because you have mentors like us that are going to grab you by the hand and walk you through the process, wouldn't it be great if you had a platform where you didn't have to have experience, right? And because you're a business owner, you have tax breaks. Well, you know what, guys? For $20, $20 added to either one of our 3 platforms, you yourself can be a business owner just like I shared with her. Here's what we're going to do. Now, pay close attention. Hopefully you have your pen and paper handy, right? Because this is what we're going to do in your first 30 days. Our goal is very simple. It's to help you earn $1,000 inside of your first 30 days in business. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're simply going to sit down with you. We're going to give you some fast start training. We're going to help you, nail down a group of maybe 12 to 15, 20 people that we can talk to on your behalf. Guess what? 3 of those people say yes. Now, y'all remember, right? Remember, Gerard, now you're 3 and free. You don't have that $63 anymore. But the company, based on platinum sales, has paid you $30 per person. We do that in your first 8 days. You know what? You have a $150 fast start bonus right off the cuff. But inside of your 30 days, we're going to add 4 more of those people. Now, you'll notice that you're now getting paid $50 per person. Well, if those first 3 were platinums, you're already a team builder. And now you earn an additional $20. You just gave yourself a raise, an additional $20 per person that you refer to save money on their travel or to make serious income, which is what we're about to talk about. Well, that's a $1,000 bonus. We pulled that off in 30 days. Your total bonuses is $1,440. Guys, that's 4 times more than what she said she wanted to earn. 3 times more than what she said she wanted to earn at $400, right, per month to make her ends meet. But what I love about our platform is this. You see where it says we paid out $40,000, $1,000 bonuses? That's not with only helping people get 1 bonus. See, here's the beautiful thing about our platform. As a team builder in our company, building a team builder network on a very, very simple concept of helping everybody to get 3 and free. Help everybody get rid of the monthly subscription. What Coach JP, does the company really want us to do that? They absolutely do really want us to do that. And so by helping people simply get 3 and free, every time your team grows by 7 in your team builder network, the company is going to pay you $1,000. You know what's amazing? Is listen, you can go infinitely, this way, right? You can go infinitely this way, and you can go infinitely this way. So, Coach JP, when will the bonuses stop? They don't. There is no, you know how in jobs sometimes you can move up to here, but there's a ceiling. Okay, go get another degree. You can move here, but there's still another what? Another ceiling. You know what I love about you being in business for yourself? You empowering you to take control of your own future is that there in our company, there are no limits. We print money in Surge 365. So let's just say as a team builder, you bought on your first 3, you see them over there to your left, that's your fast start team. Now you're working in your team builder network. We helped the first young man to bring on his first 3. Well, you just see a $1,000 bonus pop up over there. This is what I was sharing with the young lady. See, you onboarded the first 4, but he onboarded 3. That gives you what? 7. What does 7 pay you? A $1,000 bonus. But Coach JP, I didn't do all the work. See, when you're working inside of leverage, and I wish my video had a play, but when you're working it with leverage, it does not matter that you didn't do all the work, because when you help somebody else, you automatically help yourself. Let's just say the second couple is a pastor and his lady. They onboard 3 pastors really, really quickly. They get a quick start bonus. That's 3 of your 7. And you'll notice that every time 7 sales, no matter where they fall, remember it goes infinitely this way, right? And you can bring on as many as you want this way. Every time 7 falls in your team builder network, or 14 points, right? And the person who invited you will explain that, you're going to earn a $1,000 bonus over and over and over again. All right? If you look back at last year, you got your W-2. Most of us looked at our ending paycheck. Most of us didn't pay attention until we got our W-2. How many $1,000 bonuses would really set off your 2019, will really help you to pay down some debts, help you to pay down some medical bills, help you to put your child in private school? How many do you need? But the beautiful thing is they're unlimited. And when you have 100 team builder sales in your team builder network, whether you lift a finger or not, you just earned yourself a $10,000 check. But remember I showed you they paid out 500. You remember I mentioned that Letitia had 5 of those? That's because they too are unlimited. See, every time your team building network grows by 100, and you know you didn't do all the work at this point, you get that, right? You're gonna earn a $10,000 check, and it comes just as you see it. But normally, Rachel will tell you there's a little bit extra on top of it as well. See, we're the only company in the industry, I think we're the only company, period, on the planet that in the first 100 days, you have the ability to earn in commissions and bonuses over $50,000. See, let us help you to have 100 sales in 100 days. That's going to pay you $26,000 by itself. Well, you do it in 100 days, there's another $25,000 bonuses on the table, $5,000 every single month for 5 months, over $51,000 is in bonuses. Well, I'm talking to this young lady. And she's seen all this stuff, and she said, I just need $400, $500, or $600 per month. So I said, you know what, we can do that. It's the same process. Guys, check this out. It's the same process. All we're gonna do is help her to become what? 3 and free. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna help her get her 3. Why? To eliminate her monthly subscription. Now, what we're going to do is we're gonna help those 3. That's what we're going to do. She doesn't know what to do yet. We're going to help those 3 to actually do what? Become 3 and free. So now she has another 9 people that are part of her team, and she doesn't even know what's going on yet because she doesn't know what to say. We're doing the talking. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to help those 9 to become what we call 3 and free. Now, she can learn what to do this so that she can help other people. Either way, when you're at 39 people on your team in this particular structure, you're guaranteed $500 a month. What do you think those 27 want to do? See, you're going to continue to get that bonus plus other overrides just because you let us help you to get 3 and free and help us to continue to do the same thing in your organization. So there are multiple ways to earn, not only when you refer, but when other people refer. That's called leverage. See, when I worked at the shipyard, I went in for 8 hours. I got paid for 8 hours. That's how it worked. Right? If I didn't go in and I didn't have vacation, I didn't get paid. Here, when you help someone help else, even when you work and when other people work, you get paid. Not to mention 100% check match. Well, Coach JP, what does that mean? Meaning you help somebody to become a team builder. Every time they get a certain commission, you're going to match 100%. That's pretty cool. Plus residual income. See, the only way that you and I could ever retire on any financial dignity is to have something we call residual income. Now, interestingly enough, recently I was speaking with my financial advisor, and he said to me, he said, Janice, he said, you need to have at least, $1 million on deposit, right? Earning 10%. In order to live on $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month interest. Because, most of the time when we retire, we're going to need that. Let me share with you. If I ask you this question, if I said to you, when do you want to retire? Most people say, I want to retire now, right? That's what most people say. So I'm going to give you an equation to determine what you need in the bank to retire now. And then I'm going to show you how you can do the same thing right here. So if somebody said to me, you know what, I'd like to retire on $5,000. I'd like to retire on $5,000. So this is how you determine what you need in a bank earning interest. Multiply the figure by 200. Well, I'm doing this for easy math. That means you need $1 million in the bank. $1 million in the bank. Now, if you're earning 66%, it could be an annuity, mutual fund, I don't care, I'm just giving you an idea. Multiply that by 6% interest. It will pay you on an annual basis, it will pay you $60,000 in interest. This is the interest that you would live on, right? Divide that by 12, and that equals the $5,000 per month that you said you need to be able to retire or whatever it is that you want to do with an extra $5,000 every single month. The problem is this piece right here. Most people, if they saved everything they earned, never paid a penny in taxes or paid anything in their, in just living, wouldn't be able to necessarily save $1 million. A few can, most can't. But let me share with you a director platform that will create the exact same income for you without you having to save that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you that at some point in this company, they're going to actually cut you a check for $1 million. Stay tuned. Hopefully you're taking notes. Now, as a brand new director, I can see it's one of the most lucrative platforms ever. See, as a director, when your business has grown, and remember, it's not just on your efforts, but you and the people that are part of your team, that's your leverage. When you get to level 1, they're going to give you this beautiful blue jacket, right? And they're going to begin to pay you $1,000 extra per month. Now, take your W-2 from last year with an extra $1,000 a month, plus the $1,000 weekly bonuses, plus the $10,000 bonuses. Would that be pretty cool for you? Of course it would. Now, level 2 director, they're going to give you a beautiful gray jacket. And now they're going to ask you to choose between a Dodge Charger or the Dodge Challenger. But here's how they're going to do it. They want you to pick the car. They're going to purchase the car and ship it to you. They're insuring the car. They pay taxes, title, and licensing fees on the car. And they give you $2,000 a month to what? To drive the car. That's an extra $24,000 per year. $24,000 per year. As you continue to move on to level 3, family, at this point, the company is paying you $4,000 per month. $4,000 per month. And in addition to that, now you have to give back the Dodge Charger or Challenger. That's the rub. But now they're going to give you the first car that they're going to title to you. It is a Mercedes CLA 45 AMG, a Jaguar XF, or a BMW 428i. Now, this car they're going to lease in your name for 2 years. No personal property taxes on that one. But here's the beautiful thing about it, family. They're going to also pay you $4,000 per month. That's like having $800,000 on deposit. You understand that if we use our equation from before. What about when you get to level 4? Now you're going to choose between a presidential Rolex, and I love them, you know, with a diamond face and a diamond bezel and diamond arms, but they're fur and diamond people out there. And some people are looking to have a very nice boat. It's totally up to you. But now they're paying you $8,000 per month. That is the equivalent of actually having $1.6 million on deposit and earning 6% interest. How about when you move forward into our next level? And it's interesting because I was recently talking to a young lady, and she said to me, she said, it looks like it would take a very, very long time to get to, like these levels on top of your comp plan. And I said to her, I said, sweetheart, how old are you? And she says, well, I'm 21. And I said, when is your retirement date? Do you know what your retirement date is? And she said 65. And I said, no, it's more like 70, 72, but let's go with your number 65. You're 21 years old. That's 44 years. Now, we don't advocate that anybody leaves what they have. My grandmother used to say, don't have all your eggs in one basket. But we do advocate that you have a plan B to back up your plan A, because life just happens. It's just called life. A friend of mine, he worked at Ford Motor Company, high up in the company before they closed the doors. He was on vacation when he got noticed that he was being laid off. See, family, the beautiful thing about this is we're talking 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 years to get to the top of the compensation plan. The question is, would it be worth it? Level 5. They're going to ask you to choose between another car that will stay in your driveway from now on. A Lamborghini Huracan, a Ferrari Portofino, a 2 or 4-door Bentley. But you're also earning $12,000 per month. I've got to tell you, family, let me just be real and help you understand that when I saw this, I didn't believe it. I had spent the better part, well, not the better part of my life, but 20 years of my life, is that right? About 20 years of my life working for other people. Well, 11 for other, in business for myself. And then, the time that I spent working, a job. And here I am, I'm in my 40s, and I find myself losing everything. So you got to understand that my belief in the fact that you could start a business, you could start a business for $199, $299, or $499, and be able to accomplish this. It didn't quite register with me. And I'll tell you why it didn't quite register with me. Because I was used to having to do everything myself. I did not understand what Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, understands about, making billions of millions of dollars. They would never come out of one store. The one franchise store that he purchased from the McDonald brothers in California. What Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, understood was it is because you have multiple stores around the globe. That's how you accomplish this. See, in this platform, The building of it isn't simple. We want to help you to get 3 people, and we're going to help those 3 to get 3, and help those 3 to get 3, and we're going to keep replicating this over and over and over again with exponents of 3. What I had to come to understand, that I'm going to challenge you to learn and understand as well, is the power of working together. You will be independent, meaning you own your own business, but we'll be interdependent upon each other. Here's what's bananas. The company just added 2 more levels, technically 3 levels. The company just added to the platform. Level 7, it may take you 10 years, but where would you go, or what could we do? And at this point, be earning an extra $12,000 a month, and the company purchased for you a $1 million vacation home, a $1 million yacht, or a $1 million motor coach. See, you're already a 7-figure earner, but you're a millionaire before you even get to this place. And you're certainly a millionaire here. They added this level 8, which is $100,000 a month. $100,000 a month. I almost missed this opportunity because I was working 3 jobs. I didn't think I had time, right? And I'm working 3 jobs, trying to make ends meet, trying to, make $40,000 a year, and almost missed $40,000, $100,000 per month. Is it real? I'm real. Do I really work from home? Well, I'm at home. I do kind of have a backdrop of a ship, but I'm actually sitting inside, in my chair here in my home, and I'm talking to you. Where are you? You're at home. Where is the person that invited you? They're at home. Is the opportunity real? Only if you seize it. See, right now you have to make some decisions. We cannot, and I'm going to challenge you not to use my excuses. I don't have time. I just told you about that one. About leverage. It's not all about your time. It's about your time and the time of other people that want to change in their life. Listen, we're looking for people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They want more out of life. They may be doing great, but they love to travel more and spend more time with their family. We're looking for people who want to change, and it's here. I use the excuse of, well, you know what? I'm reestablishing myself. I don't have the money to get started. Well, you know what? My grandmother popped into my head, because grandmother used to say, if you see something, an amazing opportunity, you figure it out. And that's what I did. I use the excuse, I don't know what I'm doing. But remember what I said my mentors did, and this is the same thing we're going to do for you. They walked us step by step through the process. That's how I got to this place. It is not because of something I knew, but because of the people who helped me through the process. We're going to do the exact same thing for you. What about the person who says, like me, I don't believe it? And I'll close with this. I remember, family, thinking, I don't believe it. And so I got started, but I was, it was like, what? I couldn't be skeptical and broke. You know what I mean? I was like, you can't be putting things that you don't, just because you don't think it's real, you can't just walk away from stuff and not have anything else to fall back on at the same time. So I remember, getting started, and I hadn't done too bad, but I hadn't put my heart into it. And I actually drove down to see a young lady by the name of Tashana. She got started, interesting enough. It took me 16 months to finally say yes. Probably a $500,000 mistake, if not $1 million, because by the time I got started, a young lady named Tashana had gotten in, and inside of a year earned the ring, the $100,000 to $250,000 ring. They were handing her the keys to a brand new Dodge Challenger. That's the one she chose. And she, she had earned 6 figures that year. Well, the interesting thing was this. This particular young lady had, just like myself, been displaced from her home. But with 5 children. So she stayed in the extended stay of America. She stayed in other people's homes, just trying to pull it all back together. In her first 7 days in business, that $1,000 bonus I told you will help you get in 30 days, she actually got it. She got that bonus, right, inside of 7 days. So she said to herself, I've just made more money in 7 days than I would make all week working in the mall, as a shampoo girl. So she let that job go. Well, family, let me tell you something. Leah, inside of 83 days, she had herself $50,000 in 83 days. That $50,000 bonus I'm telling you about, she's the first one in our company to own it, to actually earn that. $100,000 inside of her first 12 months in business. And see, where I wasn't a believer, seeing her live and in living color, seeing the co-founders who cared about her, Pastor Tomer, his son, Dwayne, Chris Copley, the president of the company, seeing them care about her, Roz, actually made it more real for me. And fortunately for me, they reset the clock so that everybody had a chance to run for the $50,000 bonus. And I hit that in exactly 100 days. Why am I telling you that? Because you know what? You don't have to believe to get started, right? You don't have to believe to get started, but you're going to have to get started if you're ever going to believe. Because once the checks start coming in and once you see the success, and even more importantly, Frankie and Tiani, once you have helped somebody else help themselves, Scott, let me tell you, George, let me tell you, once you've done that and you see somebody else start to get their $1,000 bonuses and somebody else to get their checks, guys, it's a whole nother feeling. So I'm going to challenge you. Get back with the person that invited you to this particular presentation and let them know she talks fast. I don't know everything that she said, but she's excited. I like what I see. I may not understand it or believe it all, but I'm willing to go for it. And we're going to grab you by the hand, guys, and we're going to walk you step by step through the process. I'm going to close with the way my grandmother would say, what my grandmother would say to you. She would say, you know what, Jim and Genevieve, never put off till tomorrow what you need to get done today. She would say, Mike Scarborough, you know what, there's no time like the present, right? And the beautiful thing, the other thing that she would say, Legacy, is this: time waits for no one. And a lot of us are thinking about possibly one day, maybe looking at going ahead and doing something. And it's already the midpoint of 2019. So get back with the person that invited you. I want to be one of the first people to say, welcome to the team, welcome to the organization, and be there to help you to achieve your dreams and your goals, have your success, whatever that means to you. God bless each and every one of you, family. Thank you so very much for chiming in. This particular webinar is officially over. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.